Sophie here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my bathroom, and things are about to get real complicated. Today I'm upgrading my custom-made vanity. I am building and installing custom-made doors for it. So here's a quick update for you. Last week I installed this mirror, and I'm going to blind you the lights. It's worked wonderfully for us. We love it. Love it. And here's the vanity that I made last year. And today what I'm going to do is build doors. One here and one over there. And they're going to be painted the same color than this. I have the exact same handles. I'm going to try to put them at about the same height. I don't know if that's going to work out or no. Just to kind of give it a, plain, continuous look rather than breaking the dynamic of the decor here by having those baskets showing. So even if I had plain baskets that don't have the holes, I would still be able to see the stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. Now it's going to get complicated, and I'm going to tell you why. Here is one panel that I had cut at the Home Depot. And of course, you know how they are. It's not perfectly straight, but these are 16.5 by 20.5. And it's exactly what I need from here to there and from here to here. All right. Now, most of the time, or every time somebody makes cabinet doors, what they do is that they have the cabinet door a little bit smaller than, or a little bit less wide than the cabinet itself. So that way when you open the door, the wood part here, the spine, this part right here, doesn't interfere with this, right? It would just kind of go this way, and then you open the door and it will go that way. All right. Most of the cabinet hinges are recessed type. They have a hole here with about a plug that's a 1/2 inch that gets inserted, right? And then you have the hinge that goes this way, and again the door would stop here. Because I did a door that goes from here to there, I needed to find a specific type of hinges for that, a flush to the surface type of hinge, and the kind that kind of pushes the door outward before you can open it, so that way it doesn't interfere with anything. And of course it took me some time, but I did find them. These are the hinges. They were a little bit pricey. I think they were $12 each, and I need 2 for here and 2 for that cabinet over there. So they go this way, right, with the door like this. So this one goes this way, right? Let me move this. Maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. So this goes flush this way, and the door pretty much goes this way, right? And when you close the door, this is what happens. It closes that way. But when you open it, I don't know if you can see, this is separating from here, and it's pushing the door outward, all right? The great thing about these is that they actually are pretty hard to close. So it's gonna keep the door closed. That means I don't have to put any magnet or anything, like one of those little prong thing to keep the door closed. They're gonna stay closed pretty much all the time. So that's the type of hinges I'm installing today. I'm gonna put one here at the bottom, and there's gonna be one here on the top as well. And when I'm on the floor, I might as well just finish my presentation here. And then I bought these. These are little Rubbermaid metal, you see the color, organizing trays that are interlocking. You use them in your drawers, right? They have like this little groove right here. I don't know if you can see that. And then you just interlock them and they kind of stay together. But I'm not going to use them for that. This I'm going to use for my nail polish. They are the perfect, length right here. So what I'm going to do is that because it's metal and it has this mesh pattern right here, I'm going to screw them on the inside of the door that's going to be over there. So when you open the door, these are going to come out this way with the door, and I'm have 3 of them, and I'm going to use this to store all of my nail polish. That will allow me to get rid of one of those baskets, and that one basket that I no longer use, I'm going to put all of my palettes, my makeup palettes in it. It's going to give me more room on top of the vanity. So that's the plan for today. The first thing I need to do before I install any hinges is paint the inside of the wood. That way I can go ahead and install my hinges and I don't have to worry about anything like, you know, painting the hinges themselves. Once that's done and they are installed, I will then paint the spine of it and I will paint the front. And once that's done, I have to install the handles. What I mean by this is going to be complicated. I really have to make sure that I measure right where I'm going to put my hinges, because I can see myself totally goofing off on this and having the door end up being like this or the other way around. So it's going to be a little complicated. There's a lot of measurement and I only have one set of hands here, so we'll see what it's going to look like. But technically, once you close it, you can see it. Alright, so it's going to look like this. You see how it's going to completely flush the surface. You won't see anything in there at all. And yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. It's the exact same size than the cabinet itself, and it's going to protect the stuff that's inside as well, because we use baby powder in here, and trust me, the stuff gets everywhere in addition to the dust and the hair and all of this stuff. So it's going to protect my makeup from heat, humidity, that's number one, from dust and talcum powder, that's number two, and it's going to be better looking, I think. Okay, I have 2 coats on the doors. They may require a third one, I'm not sure. Right now what I'm going to do is basically place these and drill and install. I'm just going to take a regular marker, and I know I have one screw that's going to go here, the other one here, and I'm making it flush to the wood here, so that should work. Another one over here, and the last one over here. Now I gotta be careful and not drill all the way through, because my screws are really not that big. The one that came with the package, they just about make it, I'd say about ½ an inch. This is 3/4, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drill this. I have a drill bit that's thin enough. I'm hoping this will work. And all I want to do really is just give myself a little bit of a hole so that I can start driving my screw in it. I'm not going to drill all the way in. Let's put the first one in. Let me make sure I get this the right way. Yep. Alright, that's done. So I have 2, and they are pretty much flushed here. That's what matters the most to me. I don't want them to come out too much or at all, otherwise the door is not going to be flush to the cabinet itself. Now that I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I do have a little bit of an overhang with this. It's very, very tiny, so I'm not sure how much this is going to be getting in the way of the door. We'll find out pretty soon. I think they are almost dry, so I'm gonna have one of the kiddos help me hold the door open this way, so I can have this pretty much against it, and I can go ahead and mark where I need to drill, and I'm going to do pretty much the exact same thing. I'm just going to slightly drill in to pre-drill for my screws, and then just, you know, drill the whole thing and hope for the best. So I've hired my assistant Edward here, and then Willie is just there for emotional support. Edward, you're going to hold this. Yeah, come. Let me explain. You're going to hold it, and I'm going to tell you where. This way, alright? Do not let it move.
Got it.
I mean it.
Okay. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Do not move. What did I just say?
Do not move.
Okay, do not move.
Well, it's hard not to.
Figure it out.
You can do it, Edward.
Come on, emotional support. Do not move. Do not move.
I am not.
You're moving.
I'm not.
Should I do this more?
Hold on.
Are you actually here for emotional support?
Thank you very much. I will call you later.
Ah. Okay.
Bye. Alright, so it works. I have a door. It's a little tight, and again it's because I have this part here that is not perfectly flush. It comes out over here. I don't want to have to sand it or anything. So what I'm going to do is just put one of those prong thing probably here or maybe over here. You know, it's kind of like a magnet, except that it's got like two little wheels and it just, you know, locks it in. So that way when I close, I just lock it in and that's it. Again, this was entirely custom made, you guys. I did this myself, and you can find the videos on my channel. So this was not measured, you know, like a professional. I just basically, you know, cut wood and put this piece together. So I can't expect this to be a perfect fit. However, it looks much better now that it's closed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it, and then I'll move on to doing the second one. It took 2 hours. Can you believe it? 2 hours to install 2 doors, and I knew it was going to be a challenge. Okay, so they are installed and they are painted. Let me show you what it looks like. The Home Depot didn't do a very good job. They never do. I should just learn my lesson and cut the stuff myself. So what happened is that this part here was just not fitting. So I had to get the Dremel and kind of sand it to the point where it would fit. But now it's kind of like rounded. I don't know if you see, it's not perfect. One of those days I'll have to bring the regular sander and just do it. But the bottom line is this is done, and each door has that little thing that I was telling you about that's been installed. You see that? Right here. And then same thing here. So what it does is that it really, really holds the door closed. So here and over here. Alright, so now this is done. All I gotta do, this one is still a little bit wet on the outside, so I'm not gonna do anything with it yet, but it's closed, so that's good. See, there's a little bit of a gap here. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is kind of clean up everything here, and then the mess I've created there with the Dremel while this is drying. And then once this is done, I'll just pre-drill the holes for the handles. Now originally I wanted them aligned with these, but it's gonna look stupid. They're gonna be kind of like right there in the middle. I think there's a formula for doors. You're better off having them in the upper third, so they're going to go here instead. Plus it's easier for me when I open them because I'm sitting right here. Anyway, so let me clean this up, and then when I come back, I'll be ready to install these, and then I'll install those little baskets in here so I can reorganize my nail polish and then put all my palettes that are here inside the cabinet. Okay, that's done. So I have one handle, two handle, and it works. All right, I got two doors. It makes noise because it's rubbing a little bit against the top. It's sort of a matter of not about adjusting the hinges, but it's about me spending the time one day to actually sand this properly. I was thinking actually about putting a round, what is it, like a whatever, I call it baguette, but I don't know, a trim right here that's rounded, and just paint it in white and do the same thing over there, just to finish it off a little bit, because that way it will look a little bit better, and do the same thing here to finish it off as well. So it looks very good. Scott just saw it and he likes the way it looks because it kind of, you know, continues the pattern here. So all I have to do now is figure out a way to install these. So now, like I mentioned earlier, these you're supposed to interlock like this. You see there's a groove. Okay, so I'm not going to use the groove. It's going to have to be forward. So this is going to be against the back here, like this. So it's just a matter of me putting one here, and one here. So that way they can go, when you close the door, they would basically go like this. So it's going to push the baskets a little bit back in, but that's all right. The goal here is to kind of make space. It's, you know, a good use of the space, I guess. And all I'm going to do is just directly screw these little guys here into the hole at an angle and see whether or not that's going to be enough to hold them. I'm probably going to put 3 per basket. If it's going to be enough to hold them like this and have them not fall. The stuff that's going to go in there is really not all that heavy. It's just basically nail polish. That's it. About this, look at that, all of my nail polish fit, and I have room. The only problem is these right here, actually it's my favorite brand, the China Glaze. I can't put them 2x2s. They have to be staggered like this, so they take a little bit more room. But otherwise, the ones that are like the Chanel or the CoverGirl, the ones that are square, fit perfectly. And I have room in the back here for more. Here at the bottom, I have all my, you know, manicure stuff. So that's going to stay here. And then in this basket, I don't have much stuff. So I'm going to leave it like this. And I'm just going to put my cotton squares in there. And then this bottle here, I was able to put it there for a while. And then it's just taking room. So it can stay in here. So now I finally have room for me to put all of my palettes in there. I've emptied the basket from all of the nail polish. The only problem now is that I can't put it this way because I have this thing here that's stopping it. But that's all right, I got plenty of room. I can totally have the basket that way, and that's fine. That way it's easier to grab anyway because I have the handle on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I'm hoping that this actually is bigger than what I had. So I'm just gonna put my palettes in there. Now this is the tallest one. I wanna make sure it fits. Alright, it does, so that's good. Let me just put my stuff back in and I will be done with this project. It's done, I'm wiped, and I made a mistake. I was fussing around with the little hook thing that holds the door on the left, and I totally messed it up, so now I can't lock that door anymore. So I'm just too wiped to fix it now, but I cleaned everything. I'm going to show you what it looks like, understanding that sometimes this week I'm probably going to redo that little, whatever they call it, prong holder. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, this is what it looks like. So again, when you come into the bathroom, you have the vanity and the mirror. Now, the reason why I really wanted to move the palettes out of that basket is because now I have two of the same, and one of the idea that I have, and it's coming up probably in another video, I don't know if it's going to be the next one or not, is to replace the fabric that's in those baskets with the fabric that I have left over from the valance. So that way we kind of tie it in, and then I can have her basket and his basket. They may go on here, I don't know. I'm probably going to keep it there because it really doesn't take that much room. So that's what it looks like for now, and here is the vanity with its update. So the doors are now closed. This looks so much better and decluttered. I have the mirrors in the middle now, which makes sense because now when I sit down I can actually see myself rather than having to go this way or move the mirrors over. And this first door here is the same that what I had before. I have my foundations here, I have my eyeshadows there, and this is all blushes. And there's baskets behind it with extra storage. And here's the door that I messed up. You see that? Okay, there's a big gap here. That's because this thing here that I installed, I kind of got it all crooked. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so this one here, when you open it, you have all of my nail polish, and over here are all my palettes. And here is just storage, and then the again, the stuff I use for manicure is right here. So it looks pretty cool, and I am loving it. I'm loving the empty space here. I don't think I'm going to put anything there. It's just a matter of trying to declutter as much as I can and streamline the whole bathroom. Now the brushes, I was thinking about putting them somewhere else and maybe do one of those rolls. I could use the same fabric to do it, but I kind of like having them there, and we don't really use this toilet all that much, so because it's on the 3rd floor and we have other bathroom in the house anyway. So I'm just gonna probably either change the vases or do something different, but I'm gonna keep them there. Now you notice that I have a whole bunch of colors in here. I've been playing with colors a lot throughout the entire week. I put those roses because I wanted to see what the yellow, orangey, and the gray would look like. It's okay. I have some purple in there. I had another thing that was purple over there earlier today. But the color, and this red here, the color that I think looks the best with the gray and the silver is this. This is a simple, fresh sparkling snow soap from Bath & Body Works. It's a teal, more like a turquoise. I actually do like it very much with the gray in this bathroom. So if I put it against the valance, this is what it's going to look like. If I put it against this is what it's going to look like. It's a nice sparkly color, and on top of that it's an aqua you know, water colors, so it actually would look good in a bathroom. So I think I'm gonna do all of my accent and maybe the rugs and the towels that color. Anyway, so again, this is what it looks like. I like it much better, aside from the gap there because of my mistake. It's much better, and my stuff is pretty much protected from all of this nasty that you get in a bathroom. So it ties in very well with this. I'm gonna go on this side so you can see what it looks like. Right, so it kind of gives a little bit more space. It looks less cluttered. I think that's pretty much the look that I wanted. Less clutter, more streamlined. All right. So again, sometimes this week I will address this little lock thing on this door. I'm just too tired, to be honest. I haven't had any lunch yet. It's 6 o'clock in the evening and I need to go to the supermarket anyway. So I'm just gonna call it quits for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this project. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would have done different, what you would have done the same, and other ideas that you may have. Your comments are always welcome. I'm way behind in answering them because we've been very busy. It was President's Day and Valentine's Day and my kiddo's birthday this weekend, so I haven't had a chance to really look at comments, but when I can, you know, I'll answer them. All right, so again, thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I guess I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.